Finally, we'll end the show today with a little talk about Jason Tatum tearing his Achilles as a Celtics fan. Incredibly disappointing to see that happen. I think Jason Tatum is the heart and soul of this team. Though I will say I loved that they rallied and beat the Knicks in their elimination game in Game 5 to make it 2-3 for the Celtics. And I do think the Celtics are a better team even without Jason Tatum, so I do think they could potentially win the series, but at least they didn't go out completely sad, so that was great. Going forward, I do think they'll lose the series, even though I do think it's realistic that they could win it, and we'll see what happens there. But the bigger picture is this core will probably be dismantled. Jason Tatum tearing his Achilles so late in the season most likely means he will miss the majority, if not all, of next season. I did hear that he got the surgery immediately on his Achilles, which is apparently ideal, but not ideal for him to tear it in the first place. So I think this plays in a lot to the legacy of Jason Tatum. He's in his prime right now, and he's going to have to come back from an Achilles injury. So this does present an interesting opportunity for the Celtics to kind of readjust, reset, and rebuild in the middle of having two star players in their prime, which I do think they'll do. A lot of the complementary role players are getting older, and by the time Tatum comes back, they'll only be another year older. So I do wonder if they will seek to get younger next season, trade some of these other players, not tank next year, but not compete for a title like people wanted them to this year, which I guess they were before Tatum got hurt. And, especially did last year where they won the title. So very sad as a Celtics fan to see this all happen. Jason Tatum is very beloved in Boston, despite people not loving him nationally for whatever reason. So it's just going to be disappointing. But, in his absence, Jaylen Brown has the opportunity to be the true number one, to prove what he can do here in the playoffs. If he is able to get them to the Eastern Conference Finals, being down 3-1, I think that will go a long way in people respecting him as a legitimate superstar, which sometimes people are kind of hesitant to do because Tatum is so very obviously the superstar on the Celtics. But I do believe in Jaylen Brown's abilities and his ability to potentially do that. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all pans out. When the series is over, I'll have Jack and Ryan come on, talk about it all, talk about the future more in depth with more and more expert knowledge. But just wanted to talk about it a little bit while it was fresh in the minds of everybody. So if you're a Celtics fan, this is a place for you to vent. How sad are you about the Celtics losing Jason Tatum and probably getting bounced from the playoffs in short order here despite winning Game 5? Let me know in the comments.